igniting the torch. Simple as that. Again, push button, don't have to have a striker to strike it off. We can adjust our gas flow with this. Okay. Now, starting with the horizontal joint, and y'all may have noticed I had to move my clamp around. It's just a little bit safer and easier to use it this way for demonstration purposes. Now, as we start to heat this, we want to start on the bottom. We want to lightly heat our fitting, as well as give our copper tube some attention as well. I also added in a block of wood to keep the heat of the copper from melting the plastic on the tailgate of my truck. Safety precaution. This is also called sweating copper, and the reason being is this heats up, it'll look like little beads of sweat, and it's really hard to show on a video, but this flux will turn into like little black beads of sweat. That's what they call sweating the copper. Now, another way to check your heat is to lightly wipe your solder, and it's almost to temperature but not quite. We'll heat it a little bit more, and then we'll check it again. We're almost there. Here we are. If you'll notice, the solder kind of sucks into it. That's called a capillary action, which is a good thing. We'll chase it or follow it up with the heat towards the top. Again, pushing our solder into it. Guys, if little puddles form, it's not a big deal to knock it off. It's more of a cosmetic thing, but it's not necessarily a bad thing. You can leave it on there. But to make your work look a little bit more professional, take time and wipe it off. Again, we're following it around, just lightly pushing it in, making sure everything's covered. Make sure it's all evenly coated. Turn off your torch. Set it to the side. Make sure that there's nobody around that you can burn or anything. Put that down. And you let it sit and cool. Now, as I stated, there will be little clumps here and there, but the joint is full of solder, so it's properly sealed. Okay? You don't want, like I said, you don't want to twist it or anything. Let it cool off. Usually takes 2 to 3 minutes to let it cool off properly, but as it cools off, it helps solidify this and will be a very solid joint. Okay? Again, I'm Jeff Dean. I'm glad you guys got to participate today. Now let's go do something good. Y'all have a good one, guys.